It's Cinderella right here on your classic metal show from their debut release, Night Songs. That is the title track. That one going out by request via the email to Sal in the chat room. And he wanted to hear some old Cinderella.
Well, he got some, didn't he?
Some old Cinderella. Isn't it all old by now?
I was going to say, shit, when's the last time they put out a record? 94?
94, still climbing.
So it's only been, what, 23 years since they put out a record?
Yeah.
Other than a rehash of Live at the Key Club, 15 different ways?
Yeah, that doesn't count, though.
No?
Talking about original material.
Yeah, there's the Tom Kiefer solo album.
Well, that's not Cinderella. That's Tom Kiefer of Cinderella.
Yeah. That's not that. I didn't like that record. Did you?
It was okay. It certainly didn't have the punch that obviously Cinderella records do. I mean, that chemistry is so important when it comes to a band project.
Sure.
But, the sad part about Cinderella, and, I get what Tom is doing and why he's doing it, but as sad as it is, Jeff LaBar is unfortunately the reason why Cinderella doesn't do anything.
Drugs
and alcohol. It's just, he takes it to the extreme. Right. And Tom, apparently he doesn't want to be responsible for seeing the death of a bandmate.
Well, I can't blame him there.
And I guess, Jeff has gone through his ups and downs and his problems and whatever. And, the band as an entity, Cinderella, could do some touring and stuff, but he just can't keep it together.
Maybe Bobby Blotzer could go in there and play some. I know it's a different instrument, but so what? Don't you think?
Well, it's not the same.
Be the same. It's Bobby Blotzer Cinderella. We could just call it Cinderella.
Sure.
It'd be perfect.
Well, that's the reason why I would like to see the band Cinderella perform, but, Tom's got his traveling road show. I mean, there's a lot of players in his band. I don't even know how he affords that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, who knows?
Because he's got himself, then he's got his wife on the road, which, she doesn't take any extra pay, I wouldn't imagine. Right. And then he's got all his musicians. He's got like a keyboard, like 2 guitarists, a bassist, a drummer, backup vocalist. He's got a whole road show, and I know he can't. Command more than, I don't know, 15 to 18 grand a show.
Even that seems high.
And then, travel expenses and stuff. Like when I saw him 2 summers ago, he was out at that Farm Rock Fest, the last one that they had.
Right.
He had the full tour bus and everything.
Wow.
And that's not cheap. That's $1,000 a day just for the bus.
Maybe he bought a tour bus company when he was on top.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so, but that's just really expensive, and they have a full back line and the whole thing. They have the travel trailer with all their stage gear and everything. So I can't imagine him making a lot of money, especially with that many people on the crew. Right. So.
Well, and I saw this week that Curry is playing some gigs with Night Ranger. He's going to be out there for a month playing Night Ranger gigs.
Yeah. Did their drummer have like some heart surgery or something?
Open heart surgery or something. So yeah. I wonder if Fred will sing Sentimental Street or what was the big one? Sister Christian.
Sister Christian, yeah.
Because they can't not do that, can they?
No, of course not.
Someone's got to sing it. Who's going to sing it? Jack Blades?
I don't know why he wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, they got... I saw for half of the shows, they got Dean Castronovo.
Now, he's a good singer.
Now, he could sing it.
Yeah, he could sing.
Fred Curry, I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard him sing. Have you?
I don't know that Fred is a singer.
Yeah, I think he just plays drums.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you see that we took some shit for bad-mouthing Dean?
I did.
I didn't think we bad-mouthed him.
No, we didn't bad-mouth him. We don't think we bad-mouthed him. We just, we basically just regurgitated what's already out there.
Yeah, we told the truth.
Yeah.
Prop and meth.
Yeah.
Sorry if that doesn't fit into your Journey's the best. Sorry, cunt.
Well, getting back to Cinderella, I don't think I've ever told this story.
Okay.
When Cinderella put out Night Song, or not Night Songs, was Still Climbing in 94. They were out touring, and, this was 94, so basically that style of music had, run its course.
Sure.
And there was no popularity there, and they were playing in a small bar, a basement bar in Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay.
I think it was called Hammerjacks.
Okay.
I think that's the name of the place at the time now. So I went down there. I went to this thing to go see them. And this thing was basically in a basement.
Right.
I mean, it was just weird seeing Cinderella playing in this basement. And they had Fred Corey was not with them at the time because he was out with Steven with Arcade.
Okay.
And they had a guy by the name of Ray somebody. I can't remember his name.
You can call me Ray.
Yeah. And they played in this bar, and they had the backup singers from Lynyrd Skynyrd backing them.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the two girls from Lynyrd Skynyrd, I don't remember who it was at that time, but they were the Lynyrd Skynyrd female vocalists that were backing them on stage, and the stage was no bigger than my studio here. So they were all crowded on the stage,
right,
down in this basement.
Jesus.
I mean, it was cool to see them that close and personal, but it was sad at the same time.
Right, to see them playing in front of like 80 people.
Exactly.
Boy, that sucks. But they still brought the girls.
Yeah, they had the whole accompaniment. They had the whole band and the whole setup and the backup singers and the whole thing.
Right.
Because they needed to, have the girls who, sing the Heartbreak Station songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the More Things Change and stuff. They had to have the backup vocalist for the chicks.
Shelter.
Yeah. Shelter
yeah.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that would have been pretty depressing to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I was glad to see them, but I was just like, wow, things have and then shortly after that, they disbanded.
Sure. For
a short time.
What is and tell the story, the least attended show from one of these bands that was big at one time that you've ever been to? You want me to tell mine first?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll have to think about it.
Mine is, without question, the Bang Tango Enough's Enough show at the Foundry.
Okay, well, I'm
like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and I swear to God, there was not 20 paid.
Mm-hmm.
It was tragically sad.
Yeah,
there was more people in the crew than there were in the bar.
Sure,
it was, and Bang Tango came out. And I swear to God, because you remember how that bar was where they kind of had like the room cut in half,
mm-hmm.
where you'd have like the bar section and then you had the band section. Bang Tango came out, and one fucking guy made his way into the band room where the band was playing.
Yeah.
So there literally was one guy and the sound guy in the room watching Bang Tango play.
Wow.
It was beyond sad. Oh, I felt bad for him, but not bad enough to go and embarrass myself by being the second guy standing.
Sure. Well, I think that the least attended show that I saw also involved Enough's Enough, but it also involved Brittany Fox.
Okay.
That only had Tommy Paris and Billy Childs in it.
Wait a minute. It also had Bob Leather in it.
Well, it did, but we didn't know him at the time.
No, but we got to give credit where credit's due.
Bob
Leather was there.
Well, that is true. No, Tommy Crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they played at a little club here in Chicago, and me and Jim Bob Dorff went to go see them, and there may have been 10 people in the place.
Oh. At that point, dude, how do you play? I mean, I get it, because if they don't play, they don't get paid. But they need that, even if it is $500 or $1,000 or whatever. They need that to get to the next city. But how do you get up there and go, hey, hello, Cleveland, and there's like 8 people in front of you?
Yeah.
How do you do that? Hello, Indiana.
Well, we went to the show, and then of course I know Chip and I knew Tommy already, and
Sure.
We hung out with them guys after the show.
Of course, they probably had to serve drinks to fucking earn their keep.
Yeah.
After not drawing any people. Good Lord. Speaking of Tommy, he has a solo record out and we don't have it.
Tommy Paris?
Tommy Paris.
Is it his solo record, or is it with his
Yes.
band?
No, it's his record.
Oh, okay.
And we don't have it. I reached out to him on Twitter, and he, of course, didn't answer. So,
Oh, well, I'll reach out to him on Twitter.
I'm putting that on to you, because I would like to, I'm a big Tommy. I was not a big Brittany Fox with Dizzy Dean Davidson fan, but I was a big fan of Bite Down Hard. That's by far their best record in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked Springhead Motor Shark as well, which I know nobody did.
I did not enjoy that record at all.
I like that record. But I was a big fan. I am a big fan of Tommy, and I would like to hear his solo record because I dig his voice a lot.
All right. Well, he did send me a couple of tracks from his other project. Just I think like 2 songs.
This is I just happened to, somebody referenced him on Twitter yesterday, and I clicked on it to see what he was up to, and then I went to his website, and sure enough, there's a fucking 14-song solo album out there.
Okay.
And get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'll hit him up.
Yeah, I was going to say, my God, he maybe got mad at us because we kept cutting him off when he was trying to broadcast from the stage.
He kept doing his what is that, Periscope?
Periscoping from the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't working well.
Yeah, it's just too erratic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.